is Shenaz Shamji, and I have written a book called Passage to East Africa. It's about East African cuisine recipe. The first recipe is beef kebabs, or you can use lamb meats or beef meats, and we call it Kaari Kebab. I have the recipe caters for 8 people. Even if there's 6 people, I always cater for more because they're very Moorish, and as you're frying them, you will start eating them. Yeah, so you consume them as you're frying, and you will realize when you cook them why they're so Moorish. In this recipe, it's a very unusual combination. We use white bread pre-soaked, squeeze the water out, and that's used as a binder. Traditionally, they used to use millet flour or bajra flour. Now, white flour versus millet flour. White flour gives it the crispiness as it's frying and the softness. Bajra flour is also very good, but it's not so crispy, but millet has its own flavor. We're going to start the recipe by mixing all the ingredients into one bowl. I have used lamb mince, but beef mince and lamb mince both can be used, all right? So we've got 1 kilogram of beef or lamb mince, okay? Then we got 4 medium onions, very finely chopped. They have to be very finely chopped. If they are thick, they stick out as they are cooking, okay? So they have to actually mix very well and blend with the mixture. Now this is the pre-soaked white bread, the water of which has been squeezed out. You just need about literally a minute or 2 of that, so you can see the consistency. Yeah, so it's a binder. So you basically, before you put it into the mixture, you almost paste it. The crusts have to be removed because otherwise they're quite crunchy and they come in the mouth. So this is the white bread that's pre-soaked, and we always have. It's a very easily available ingredient. Also, we used other ingredients, which I will explain to you. So, this is the bit that you really need to paste it well, yeah? And sometimes just you might need to squeeze a bit more water out if there's too much, because if there's too much water, the kebabs will splutter as they're cooking. Then you've got green chilies to taste. I've put down 5 to 6, but you can use much less. It depends how hot the chilies are as well. You've got chopped coriander. And then you got ginger, which is 2 tablespoons of ginger. 20 cloves of garlic pasted. I know it sounds a lot, but you really need to flavor this dish very well. 1 tablespoon dried mint. 2 teaspoons of garam masala. Sorry, I forgot to put the coriander leaves. And salt to taste, because different people use different salt. In a lot of my recipes, I put salt to taste. So in this case, I think I would. This has to be really mixed well. Use your palms to mix it well. lot of muscle work here, but the mixing is extremely important. It has to be very uniformly mixed. It's a very popular dish, especially when it's freshly fried, and the accompaniment to go with it is coconut chutney. Very East African. Some people use tamarind sauce. I think Ugandans use tamarind sauce. Tanzanians like coconut chutney because it's a very coastal. Both go well. My husband is Ugandan, so he puts tons of tamarind sauce on it. And I look at him and I said, no, that's not right. You have to have it with coconut chutney. And we have this silly argument every time we have kebabs. I even use my knuckles, because this is very, very important, getting the mixture right. And make sure, again, like I'm repeating again, the onions have to be very finely chopped. Otherwise, they stick out as you're cooking them. Make sure you stir the mixture in throughout. Use your knuckles. And it's nice to let it wait for a while so the onions soften a bit, and it's just the flavors permeate within the mixture. Okay, I think it's almost ready for frying, or if you want to take a little break and have a nice cup of tea, you could still let it wait for another 5 minutes or so. I think we're almost ready to go. Yeah? Okay, now we're going to form the kebabs into golf-sized balls, and sometimes the meat sticks to your hands, so the way around it is to use wet hands. So this is sort of size I would even a bit smaller go for, okay? So this is slightly hard, so it's nice and firm. So this is how we form the balls, okay? I use a bit of wet hands. Not too much water, okay? Just a bit to wet. So this will make about 40 kebabs, the whole mixture. And we can fry about 8 at a time on medium heat. So the times come now for frying the kebabs. They have been formed. I'm going to use this utensil for cooking because it's a very sentimental utensil in our family. My mother-in-law and father-in-law brought it from India when they went in the 1950s, and my father-in-law's name is engraved on it, Ismail Shamji. I suppose it's, in case it gets lost, then they know who it belongs to. It was a very, very expensive thing to have and be proud of. So let's fry the kebabs now on medium heat. Very careful with the oil because it's deep fried, okay? So make sure there is no accidents, okay? One at a time, slowly, okay? See, the temperature is a bit high, so I'm going to lower it slightly. But as you put the kebabs, the temperature does lower. Make sure you don't burn yourself. And don't always stir the pan because the temperature will go. And don't stir the kebabs till they are actually set, okay? There's a temptation to stir them, but don't. Okay? Be very careful with the oil. Just Still reducing the temperature slightly. So use your discretion, medium heat oil. If it's too hot, it will cook on the outside and burn, and then the inside will remain raw. And if it's too soft, the kebabs will start disintegrating, okay? So they need to cook outside, but not overcook, all right? So I'm going to give it a little wait till the bubbles die down, and then I'm going to give it a little swirl. Yeah. See? Yeah. I would now actually reduce the temperature slightly because we want it to cook inside and not burn on the outside. So let's reduce it slightly. So just use your discretion as long as it's cooked inside. This goes very well with coconut chutney, like I mentioned. And just because they're deep fried, you don't even need to stir them very much. I wouldn't shallow fry these because they need to be round and firm. I'm just taking them out to see the color. They should be sort of a very dark browny black color. Sometimes you get a bit of the onions that come out, but not bad. This much should be expected. And just take it out. And make sure your family doesn't hang around you at this time because they will walk away with a few in their hands and you will be left with the rest of your plant to cook. So I think it's time to take them out. They're sort of almost getting to black. Keep holding the handle. Drain them well. The kebabs are now ready. Ready to be eaten with the coconut chutney. The coconut chutney is very easy to make. Desiccated coconut 1 mug, half a mug of water, 1 teaspoon salt, 2 chilies to your taste, juice of 2 limes and 15 sprigs of coriander, all blended together, and this is what it looks like. So let's assemble the kebabs now, ready to be eaten. Nice with the coconut chutney. The way to eat it is open it up, scoop up the coconut chutney, and here you go. Crispy outside, soft inside, lots of garlic and ginger from the kebab, and the sharpness and the lovely aroma of the coconut and the chilies and everything. Beautiful, lovely. If you like this recipe, lamb kebabs with coconut chutney, please go to Amazon. My book is called Passage to East Africa. Hope you like it, and look forward to seeing you in my next video. Thank you.